The other day we talked about Omarion, the new variant, and
What?
yeah, we talked about the vaccine and what's the point and the blah blah blah. Well, that was your point. And you didn't understand why people would get vaccinated, right? Like if all these things can still happen, right? So I just wanted to share with you the other side now, just to kind of speak to the people being vaccinated. So according to WHO's website, 7.8 billion people have received the vaccine.
Damn.
3.3 billion people are fully vaccinated. 42.7% of the world has been vaccinated. In fact, in America, just the other day, 2.2 million people in one day got vaccinated.
Hmm.
Right. So again, a lot of people, why are you getting vaccinated? It could lead to this, blah, 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 blah. These are real numbers. And just you do the math. Look at those numbers and then look at the negative stuff that has come from that based on those numbers. Why would you do this? You're crazy. Why would you do that? You could still get all this crazy. Don't do that. So now let's look at the opposite side. Now, here's the thing. I think anti vaxxers and people who choose not to get vaccinated are two different groups of people. I think anti
Right.
vaxxers are fucking nuts. People who choose not to get vaccinated, they can have a plethora of reasons. Let me be clear on
Right.
that. So, what I'm speaking to right now is I'm speaking to anti vaxxers. All right. So, okay. There's a thing called magic dirt. Magic dirt. All right. Costs $110 plus shipping. Apparently, if you take, and this is what they're doing with it, they're eating it, drinking it, cooking with it, snorting it, slathering it all over them. Not just them, their babies, their kids, their dogs. There's pictures of it and everything. In fact, there's a Facebook group that is 27,000 people strong. It's a private group though, but if you join, you can see pictures of people loving the shit, right? And so it's just dirt. This is what they're doing. So what happened was, I guess somebody got curious and they sent the dirt out to a lab to get it tested. Because what ended up happening was they did a Google Earth shot of the company and where the dirt was coming from, and it just so happens that the dirt is right next to a landfill. So after the dirt got tested, and this was also independently tested by NBC as well, so it's been verified. There's this is what's in the dirt, homie. Where is it here? Blah, 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 blah. Don't worry, I'll edit this.
Yeah.
Oh, arsenic and lead. So these people, they don't want to get the vaccine. Remember the numbers I showed with you, the amount of people,
Hmm.
and then take that in versus what you've heard about people who took the vaccine. But they're eating, bathing, drinking, snorting, covering their babies in arsenic and lead. Okay, let's keep it moving. All right. There's actually more, believe it or not. By the way, the company for you anti vaxxers, in case you're curious, because I think the world might be a little better off without you, and that's harsh to say. But the product's called Boo for Black Oxygen Organics. So now, apart from that, they're bathing in a solution called borax. Borax is a cleaning
Oh
solution.
Jesus.
And the point of
Okay.
this is, if you did get vaccinated, you bathe in this, it'll remove the vaccine from you, just like magic. So there's that.
Mm.
Um, uh, in addition to that, they're pulling people out of ICU beds. So in this group chat, go to the hospital, tell them to get them out of the ICU so you could privately treat them, of course, with ivermectin. Once they found out that this doesn't work on its own, they had to increase or include in this concoction, and I'm not making this up. In fact, there will be a link in the description. You can watch the video. They're now gargling iodine and inhaling hydrogen peroxide. Like, like the asthma inhalers, they put it and they
Hmm.
gargling iodine and inhaling hydrogen peroxide. So again, for the anti-vaxxers, because the vaccine is the worst thing in the world. This is what you're doing, right? So I just wanted to give a little bit of balance here, right? And and to be clear, again, and I'll say, if I said it once, I'll say it 100 times. I don't care if you get vaccinated. It's your personal choice. It is. That's how I look at it, right? Your personal choice. Also, want to be clear about something. And I made a little small joke earlier about the world be better off without these people. I take it back. I actually feel bad. I do feel bad because We're in a really, really turbulent time right now. And some people are getting the vaccine because they don't have a choice, losing their jobs, maybe even feeling pressured from the information, the media. Oh my God, I have to get it or I'm going to die. So they don't feel like they don't have a choice. On the opposite side now, these anti vaxxers, all the things that I just spoke to, these are scared people. I'm not saying they don't believe COVID is real. Clearly they do. That's why they're doing these things. These are scared people. And somebody out there is taking advantage of them by giving them wrong information, selling them fucking dirt laced with arsenic and lead at $110 a bag. The private group is 27,000 strong. So when I said the world be, I take it back. We need to help these people. I'm not saying convince them get vaccinated and no, I'm not. That's their choice. But I do think that we should say, hey, here's some information on the stuff that you're talking about. Maybe go, still your choice if you want to do all that, but maybe consult A, B, and C. Talk to these people because if you're watching this video, might be your cousin, might be your mom, your grandpa. It's a crazy time right now, and people are making money hand over fist, all through fear. That's all I wanted to say. I think I'm done. Viewing
Oh,
public.
yeah. I'm not gonna say. Sorry, I'm
I'm
not gonna say anything. Yeah,
yeah,
you killed that. Yeah,
yeah. Viewing
you just ended
public.
that.
I mean, what's your thoughts here? I'll leave it at that because we do have some. I'll say it, anti-vaxxers that find their way to our page. Right. So, are you eating dirt? $110 a bag, laced with arsenic and lead.
I mean,
Well,
all I gotta say to this, one thing. If you're on that level where where you're doing all of that stuff, I consider you to be one of those people who's buying holy water off of TV, or one of those people who gets a random refund of $2,500 and they were only supposed to give you 200, so you end up sending them back $2,300 or something like that. Those are the type of people I consider you to be. Like you're getting scammed.
I know, and we can make fun all day because it's ridiculous. But at the same time, this is someone's mom, cousin, uncle, aunt, whoever. They're people, and they're just being taken.
If they're grown, I'm not yet. If they're grown, I'm sorry. Listen, if
They're
you're grown,
just being taken
I'm not gonna
advantage of. They're being taken
I'm not gonna
advantage
ignore
of.
the fact that you're being naive. You know what I mean? You can't be that naive. You should be. I agree with you. You got to be more educated than that. If you're resulting in using things that you have never used before in your life in those ways, like if you have never gargled iodine in your life before and you decided to just start doing it now, it's like waking up one morning and because you want to celebrate going into high school, you decide to snort cocaine for the first time. You don't just go out and try new things just because. You know what I mean? Don't let the fear drive you. Remember, you only have one life. That's all I gotta say.